Happy holidays to everyone. The Detroit Lions play this Monday against the San Francisco 49ers, and today a move was made that I think could interest Brad Holmes and the Detroit Lions, and I'm going to tell you who that is. But before we get to that, this video is sponsored by BetUS. Let's get to this player. This player, Shaq Barrett, you can see on the lower third. The Miami Dolphins plan on waiving defensive end Shaq Barrett. Now, there is some interesting details because when you see this, you're like, well, Jeff, the Lions won't be able to get him. You know, if they're waiving him, where are they at on the waiver wire? Well, it doesn't matter. Here's the tricky part. Okay, Adam Schefter put this out. The Miami Dolphins are waiving former Pro Bowl edge rusher Shaq Barrett from the reserved retired list today. So he was retired. He came out of retirement. The Dolphins are waiving him. Barrett can play again this season if he clears waivers Friday. If another team claims him, then Barrett would be ineligible to play the rest of the season. Quote, "We appreciate the Dolphins giving Shaq this opportunity to continue his career in the NFL," said Barrett's agent, Drew Rosenhaus. "Hopefully he will pass through waivers to become a free agent so he can play again this season. He is in great shape and will be ready to play immediately." There's the tricky part. Now, a team could technically claim Shaq Barrett just to be like, you guys don't get him. We're going to claim him. Maybe a contender that doesn't necessarily need him, but they're like, well, we don't want anyone else getting him, so we'll claim him. He can't play the rest of the season. That could happen. You know, kind of messed up, but it certainly could happen. I interrupted today's video to tell you guys about the sponsor of today's video, and that is BetUS. If you head over now, you can check out Thursday Night Football, Seattle Seahawks, Chicago Bears. The Seahawks are favorited by 4 points. I like the number. I like the Seahawks in this position. They've lost, 2 straight to NFC North opponents, and now they have an opportunity here to end that losing streak against the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears are a dumpster fire. Give me the Seahawks. I like the -4. I'm going to go ahead and put 50 on it, lock it in, and you guys can do that as well. Head over to BetUS. Remember, they'll match your deposit up to 150% on your first deposit, and then 125% on your second and third deposit up to $2,000. Use the code YouTube150. Link will be in the description. Big shout out to BetUS. Always gamble responsibly and never gamble anything you're not already willing to lose. Now let's get back to the video. Or he clears waivers and other teams will have an opportunity to go get him and sign him for the rest of the year. Now let's think about this for a second, guys. Out of all the teams that are contenders or top of the NFL, who needs pass rush help the most? It's the Detroit Lions. They need help on the edge. And Shaq Barrett, although he was previously retired, this is a guy who in 2023 had 4.5 sacks and 3 forced fumbles, right? 3 sacks the year prior, missed half the games. Only played 8 games in 2022, had 3 sacks, but he had 10 sacks in 2021, 8 sacks in 2020, 19.5 sacks in 2019. Like, this is a guy who can get after the quarterback and can help the Lions in what they do actually need, which is more pass rush help. I know they have guys, but do they have guys of the caliber of Shaq Barrett, even though he might not be the player he once was when he had 19.5 sacks? Hell, if he can give you a couple sacks the rest of the year and just be a force, he's worth looking at. The big question is, does he clear waivers? We'll find out tomorrow. But if he does, I believe Brad Holmes should absolutely make this move. He should. Because although I do like Josh Pascal, and I think he's very good against the run and can give you a little pass rush juice sometimes, Shaq Barrett specializes in getting after the quarterback. That is what he can do. He's proven that he's throughout his career. And at this point in time, I believe, how old is Shaq Barrett? He is 32 years old. So he can still contribute, right? Cedarius Smith is 32, 33. So I am all for the Detroit Lions making this move. I think Shaq Barrett fills a position of need. When you get into the playoffs and you play better quarterbacks, you're going to need to get pressure, especially to help out the secondary in any way you can. And I think Shaq Barrett would be an excellent move. So I'm curious to see. I want to know what you guys think of the move. For me, I'm all for it. I think it makes too much sense. It'd be nice. Now, he has to, of course, clear waivers. I expect him to do that unless the team wants to go ahead and be the bad guy and claim him just so no other team can claim him. It could happen. But where are you guys at with Shaq Barrett? Does he interest you? Do you think he provides a need? Do you think he's someone that Brad Holmes would look at and actually be interested in? Who knows? But as guys continue to kind of go down, you do need some pass rush help. And maybe Brad looks at this and says, well, I like Al Muhammad. I like the guys we have in house. Maybe he does. But in my opinion, Shaq Barrett can certainly help this defensive line. Comment down below. Leave your thoughts if the Lions should pick him up or not. And if you don't think so, comment as well. Love to read all the comments. We're live tonight, guys, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So be there. And as always, go Lions. And don't forget, this video is brought to you guys by BetUS. Hey, what's going on there? It's Jeff Iafrate. Appreciate you for finishing the video. You can check out one of the videos here suggested or show support by commenting, liking, and subscribing. And buy your merchandise, officialctsports.com.